The quicker play experiment ended in Overwatch 2, and the opinions are somewhat divided. Is this faster version of quick play a keeper, or should Blizzard bury it under a huge pile of roadhogs? Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Deemzies from the Omnic Post. This weekend Blizzard did their first quick play hacked, an experimental version of the familiar mode that flips around to core game loop. This first edition was called Quicker Play, and it was all about speed. Well, speed for the timers, not so much for the heroes. The question now is, should they implement these changes in the base mode, or ditch it and feel extremely ashamed? My opinion, it's a bit of both. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you 5 things that I would want to retain in the game from this experiment. But first, let me recap what quicker play actually was. Blizzard basically shortened a lot of timers in the quick play mode. So we had shorter matches, faster payloads including the push bot, faster capture times, shorter hold times, and shorter spawn times. Now I'm sure that the plan never was to fully implement quicker play as a replacement for quick play. Team 4 just decided to kind of push the limits of what quick play could be to see how it all would pan out, what our reaction would be, which I personally think is kind of a great idea. Go hard or go home. Yeah, look, it kind of creates an interesting dynamic that in the end might result in a more open conversation between Blizzard and the community. But we'll see. What we need to realize, no matter what, is that this game is going to change. Aaron Keller, the game director for Overwatch, said so in his latest director blog. He wants to grow Overwatch beyond new maps, new heroes, new modes, and new cosmetics. He wants Overwatch to be a different game in 2 years. And in a way, that is something that this community has been asking for. And that, in my opinion, is necessary to make this game future-proof. The thing is, while we have been asking for changes, and now we need more than new heroes, maps, cosmetics, every time they try to change something in the game, we start flipping tables. Like with that whole healing passive thing earlier this week. But that is something for a different video. Let's get back to the quicker play experiment. Overall, I enjoyed the quicker play experiment this weekend. Like I said, I love that they're doing these changes, that they're doing these experiments, because they bring fresh elements to the game. But the one thing I really disliked is that it became a new excuse for toxic players to put the blame on when they lost a game. So now we have the balancing, the matchmaking, your support, your tanks, and quicker play. That being said, there were some clear disadvantages to quicker play. In some modes, it does not leave a lot of room for reorganizing, pushing back, changing things around. In Control, for instance, it was kinda difficult to charge your ult. Depending on what hero you were playing and how well you played them, you could maybe get one ult out. But a lot of players just ended a round with about 80 or 90% ult charge, which is frustrating. I know, it's all about the journey, not the destination, but come on! It just got very arcadey. But it's not all bad. Let me highlight 5 things that I would like them to keep for quick play. And I'm going to range them from, well, kinda, to we really need that. The first one on the list is kinda cheeky. It is more of a general observation. The shorter games did lead to less frustration with both myself and the other players in the games. There was less toxic behavior. And in my personal experience, there were less leavers. But I didn't get to play on the first day. I had to wait till the second day, and I think by then, most of the toxic players already gave up on quicker play. Because I also heard some people complaining about having more leavers in their game, so I'm pretty sure Blizzard has numbers on that. It would be nice to get a bit of an insight. Number 2 is the shorter cap time in Flashpoint. In my experience, Flashpoint was a lot more fun when the cap times were shorter. See, the teams will fight on or off the point. Whoever wins that fight gets to claim the point or keep the point. But when that cap timer is as slow as it is in quick play right now, you just get these people kind of trickling in, which postpones the inevitable, which for once is not Thanos. Yeah, okay, I'll get my coat. It's just not fun gameplay. The third thing I like about quicker play is also kind of a part of this. Shorter spawn times. I like them. But I did notice that the grouped respawn was not working properly or was even disabled, which I do think it needs. But in general, the shorter spawn times makes dying less frustrating. You get to regroup and join back in faster. Yet in some circumstances, the shorter spawn times actually resulted in people trickling in. That is why we need to group respawn. Find a little bit of middle ground. Number 4, the faster payloads. When quicker play was over and I went back to quick play, I was so frustrated with how slow that payload moves. In the end, someone is crowned to be the payload princess, and it's starting to look like a parade. They're on there, waving at everybody. But even if your whole team is fighting on the payload, you see people doubling back because it is so freaking slow. I generally think that if the payload moved a little faster, it would help to group everybody up. That being said, during the test weekend, it was moving a little too fast. They should tune it back a little bit, or maybe, well, tune up the normal speed. Whatever, it's the same result. However, the one payload that should be moving at full throttle that they can keep from quicker play is the push ball, which is my number 5, and this needs to happen. Look, I don't mind push mode, I kinda like it, but this change made it so much better. And it kinda makes sense, in case you lose that first fight in the middle, you still get ample time and a few attempts to take it back. And if you do, if you manage to flip things around, you'll be moving back to that neutral state, the middle, way faster, which allows you to make meaningful progress a lot faster too. When the mode is faster, it actually rewards the winners of every single fight better. And I would say keep it at the quicker play speed. But apparently some people had difficulty keeping up with the push ball. I can imagine that Anna might not be the best escort for the push ball. She's old. So the conclusion, should quicker play stay around? Nah. But there definitely were some elements in there that they could pick up and tune a little bit to introduce into quick play. Is this the consensus in the community? Hell no. I did a poll on all my different channels and about 40% said that they really disliked quicker play. They had nothing good to say about it. The official Overwatch account did the same thing on Twitter and that was 60%. But then you start reading through the comments and you instantly get depressed. Good God. Anyways, tell me, what would you like to retain from quicker play? Let me know in the comments. A big thank you to my patrons for their support. You guys are legends. And you too can become part of the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. Check out this video on why skin recolors might not be as big of an issue as we think. But above all, make sure to subscribe. Alright, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.